Hello, I am excited about this one because I've done these live streams for quite a bit, but this one is where we've actually put a PC together. And if you buy this, you see on the thumbnail how much it's going to cost, but there's a few caveats there as well, because you could save a little bit more if you've watched the previous live streams, but also you could get even more performance if you spent a bit more. But I just thought I want to show this with you because it's just crazy what type of performance you can get right now during these Prime Day deals. It's just absolutely bonkers. Now, if you don't know what this is and how this is going to go, there's a lot of creators doing some fake deals out there. Hey, buy this, buy that, because, you know, whatever reason, usually because they're getting paid. But these are real deals that actually I've checked at their lowest price ever. So what that means is it's not just going to be fake deals where we're going to raise the price and then lower it so it looks like a deal. It might not be a very nice 50-70% off discount, but even the 10, 20, 15, 5% is the lowest the product has ever been. And what if we put together a PC, and how good would that be, especially if you're a creator? To be honest, it just makes me jealous. I know on the previous live streams there was a few guys who said, oh, I'm thinking about putting a PC together, and I'm thinking, okay, this is what I'd recommend you to do, and this is real, and I'm excited because there's a lot to do. There's a few quick things just before we get started. Hit that like button if you enjoy videos like these. If you've joined live, the likes, it actually does make a difference. Help this video to get to some people who actually need a PC. Secondly, if you want to reach out and I'm not getting back to my DMs, then I highly recommend checking out Minect, which is linked in the description below or in there. I'll always get back to my Minect messages, so reach out if you haven't already. You know how this works. And then finally, I do have a short message from our sponsor, so let's check them out. It's brought to you by Samsung and their 9100 Pro NVMe SSDs. Available with a heatsink or not. Bear in mind the heatsink version is also designed to work underneath a GPU on your motherboard slot. Comes in capacities of 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte and 4 terabytes, and also 8 terabytes available very, very soon. It boasts of speeds of up to 14,800 megabytes per second. And now during sales period, hopefully cheaper than ever, and available with a discount. So go check out the latest pricing in the video description below. So then, here are the PC parts. We're gonna kind of go in not usual order of things. Hello Devon, nice to see you there in the chat. Devon is one of the 2 people who hit that like button. So if you join in this live, the like button is your friend, hit that, because this is quite exciting now. Lowest price in 30 days, but this is a deal on as well. And if you do want to check it out, see that thing over there? That's your friend. You can check it out. But fantastic looking case. And actually with the case, I was slightly, how do you say? I didn't exactly know which one to choose, because this is quite nice looking. And then also we've got this, which is also quite nice looking, the NZXT H7 Flow. Very minimalistic design. I just love how it looks. So depends which one you choose. Doesn't really matter. They're exactly the same price, okay? And this is very good pricing on both of them. I think we've got from 130. So basically the better deal is NZXT one, but Corsair one, more people have bought this one, so it is a bit of a lower price. Both of them have 3 fans included as well, so we're getting good airflow already from the get-go. We don't need to have any extra fans or anything like that, which is always good, right? When you buy a case and you want to keep it on the budget side, it's nice if you can actually, you know, have some airflow in there. And this is pretty crazy there. Yeah, exactly. So this is what Jesse is saying. Why is it not loading my comments there? In a minute, it's going to come the comments, then I can show you this as well. But for case, that's what I would go for. Next up, PSU. Okay, for power supply, we've got Be Quiet one, and this is on a deal right now. So this is Pure Power 12M 1000 watt. 1000 watt is plenty to power our even 5090 if you wanted to. But it's ATX 3.1 compliant, which basically means that 3.1 is a little bit of a better standard for all the plugs and things inside there. So we want that because I don't like the cables melting. I'm sure you don't either. For $125, it's pretty good. You can go more expensive, spend extra $25 to get some better ones. But I think this is a pretty good, solid option. Let's see what the warranty for this is. What is the pure Okay, let's have a look. It doesn't say that in here. I reckon it is 8 years or something like that. This is a great power supply. I guess that's the point I'm making. Now things get interesting. Before you know what CPU you have, I have two coolers, okay? If you want to go on the very budget side, there's this IOTA L36. It's a 360mm cooler and it's $79. Now you could go even cheaper. There's something that I think ID Cooling does, a very cheap AIO. But the thing is, I don't know, there's like a point where I'm thinking $41 for an AIO. I think even the scrap metal of aluminium would cost more at that point. So I don't trust it as much. Now this is a little bit more expensive. It's not like, I mean, there's 54 ratings, so it's kind of new, okay? But it does look pretty cool. Look at that. You get some kind of display in there, RGB, and, you know, apparently good, powerful pump, and it's black fans. I like that. If you want to spend a little bit more, you can go with this one, Corsair Nautilus. Nautilus. It's a bit of a naughty cooler, that one. 360mm, all pure black. It just looks mint, doesn't it? Just really nice. And it's a little bit of a better brand. It's not on a deal. So, you know, there's some Cooler Master ones. RGB, depends if you want RGB or not. I'm not particularly big fan, but this gets the job done, and we're still within the price point. Now, for SSD, we're not going to be cheaping out here. We're going to go with one of the best SSDs on planet Earth because it's on a deal. So we're going to just go for it, okay? If you want to save even more money on the SSDs, go check out my SSD deal live stream where I went a little bit more in depth about that. But this Kingston Fury Renegade G5 1TB one is the lowest it has ever been, and it's one of the best SSDs I've tested. It can run your operating system, have a few projects in there. If you want to, if you have a little bit more money, just get another secondary, third one for your project drives, because these are killer drives, one of the best drives you can get. The terabyte written spec is insane. You can write on it a lot of high capacity files, large files, and it's not going to end for you early, especially if you're a creator. Now, if you're doing gaming or lower workloads, this doesn't matter to you as much. But if you're a creator and you need the terabyte written spec, meaning you can put like hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes every single day on the drive, that's the drive you're kind of looking for, if that makes sense. RAM, no, we're not going to go 32 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes, 6400 megahertz, $140. I mean, this is just crazy. This is not like a cheap kit of RAM. I mean, it is in terms of pricing, but in terms of what it gives you, the performance, it's sick. It's pretty insane, the deal you can have in here. It's mental, okay? It's pretty crazy. Pretty. It's a good deal, I'm telling you. There's some 96 gigabyte kits available as well if you have a little bit more. Like, Devon knows. Devon knows it's a solid price for 64 gigabytes. I know. And if you just come from my RAM live stream, you probably know that there's 96 gigabytes kits available as well if you have extra $30 or something like that to spend. So it's crazy. Now we come to the CPU part. This is where the pricing is mental. Okay, this should be like the Ryzen 5, Ultra 5, like the low end pricing. But to get the Core Ultra 7 265K for that pricing, oh my word. Do you understand how ridiculous of a price this is? This is a solid CPU deal. It's solid, and it's the lowest it has ever been. What is this? What's it been? Previously, it was 159, because I know they dropped the pricing, but it started at 400, so it's almost half the price. So if you're looking for a crazy one, this is the best bang for buck CPU you can buy right now. Period. No questions asked. Just Bob's your uncle. That's it. Okay. The other thing is, if you have a little bit more to spend, the Core Ultra 9 is not a bad price either. It's $490. I know it's expensive compared to the previous one, but in terms of what you can get, this is crazy. It's one of the best video editing CPUs that you can get. So, and if you're doing Lightroom Classic, that's one of the best there as well. In terms of Photoshop, AMD is better, but Lightroom Classic video editing, it's the best CPU in the world. What can I say? To see it on a deal is pretty crazy. It's always been like $589, $599, something like that. But $490? It's good time to buy. In terms of motherboards, Z890 on the $200, it just is impossible. Okay, you might get some kind of a, you know, back alley deal or back alley brand that would give you this, but to get Asus, this type of thing, that's crazy. It's a solid motherboard, solid BIOS, just everything's, it's crazy. Let me see what is there in the back. USB to 20 gigabits. Okay, we don't have Thunderbolt 4, but we've got solid ports in the back. One USB-C in the back. If you wanted one, well, I think you get one in the front as well. There it is. 20 gigs in the front as well. Hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's just say it's good. Now, if you don't like the white design and have extra $10 to spare, there is another option that I have found, which is the MSI one. There's a few more ones if you go check out my motherboard live stream, but this is it's solid, that one as well. So front panel USB-C, I think, I don't know what this is. Is it 10? Okay, now we've got Thunderbolt in the back. So yeah, perhaps this is worth it. Extra $10, we get USB-C 10 gigabit and Thunderbolt in the back. Do you want that? You know, okay. Dan is saying that he's struggling with motherboards. You don't know where to start. Okay, let's make it very simple. If you're on Intel and the latest generation Z890, on AMD latest X870E, Bob's your ankle, just find any one of these. Like, any one of these will work. Basically, all the difference is design and just the features on it. It means like, okay, we'll give you some more USB-C ports, some USB Type A ports, M.2 slots, something like that. So these are the motherboards we'd go for, okay? And now things get exciting, right? You've been waiting for the GPU, okay? Doug is saying that the MSI Pro Z890P is $159. Yes, I did check it out on the previous live stream, but I feel like I want a little bit more cooling. What is it? P for my motherboard. MSI. Okay, there it goes. But if you look at the actual M.2 heatsinks, no. So I'm thinking I kind of want that. But at the same time, dude, I gotta add that in the description because the Thunderbolt and USB-C, you get both of these there. It's pretty much the same as what I had on the previous MSI one. So we've got to add that in there, Duke. That is good point. Why is it not loading all my comments? That is random as. I'm going to add that into the... Oh, there we go. I'll add that in the description as the third option, so you can check it out as well. Motherboard option number 3. Boom, it's there now. So people... Oh, did it just close the tab? No, I didn't. Alrighty. And now things get exciting because we're talking about GPUs. I've got 3 GPU variants for you. RTX 5070 is the lowest end one, and this is the deal price. Now, before you get mad, oh, this is not MSRP, MSRP, MSRP. I understand. Okay, it sucks. And I don't think NVIDIA ever plans to get these GPUs under the MSRP kind of ballpark. I think they're just never going to get there. But at the same time, this card is the cheapest it has ever been. So in that regards, it's a good deal. If you go with all the black options, I think we're getting a pretty stealth build there, because our motherboard was without RGB. And well, black RAM without RGB. We got this. If you go with the black cooler as well, the Corsair one I showed you, it's a pretty nice stealthy PC build there as well. I mean, looking nice. And the price on the thumbnail, have you seen it? Like 1,747, I think it was. Wow. Now, if you can spend a little bit more, which GPU would you go for? This one. 5070 Ti. Firstly, because the 5070 Ti is baby 5080, we get 16GB of VRAM, which obviously is a very healthy bump in there, and we need it as creators. Secondly, the performance is very, very close to 5080 in every single way. In fact, the actual GPU die is 5080, is basically a cut down version of binned 5080, and there we go. It's a 2-slot card, so you could get 2 of these in your system if you wanted to. It's power efficient. It's quiet, nice design actually, not too bad. I'm glad that Zotac is calming it down. The only thing I would say is get rid of that gaming design or that gaming thing. I don't really like it, but I think that extra, what was it, $150, something like that, to go for 5070 Ti, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Devon, I agree. 5070 Ti all the way. But at the same time, if you have a little bit more of dough to spend, this is what I'd do. This is now like the crazy deal, okay? This GPU costs almost $1,000 more than the rest of the PC, okay? Combined. So this will take the pricing quite high. So is it 3.6, 4.3, about 4.3, 4.4 grand now, but you get a 5090, $4,400 for 5090 PC. Now, I know this is not an MSRP pricing there, okay? This is not MSRP, but this is the lowest it has been. And I don't know what type of a shenanigan deal they're running in there, but this is crazy. Now, if you want to actually check what's happening, let's have a look at, we go RTX 5090 PC. Let's take a look what we're offering. Remember, we're paying around 4.4 grand. 5.3, 5 grand. Okay, 4.5, it's quite close. Do not. I might add this into the description below, because that is definitely not a bad price. Look at this. Ultra 9, 64 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte SSD, NVIDIA 5090. Ooh, man. dude, that is like seriously worth it. I think the 2 terabyte one is going to be worse of an SSD that we have, but it's still a little bit more. You get a Windows 11 Pro as well. It's not a good design. What? No USB-C on the front. Type of weird PC case is that? HP. Oh, 1200 watt, 80 plus gold certified as well. Okay, this is good. I've got to add that into the description. That is a crazy deal, actually. If you don't want to buy this, like build yourself a PC, then this is pretty cool. I'm going to add it all the way to the bottom, or build this or buy pre-built RTX 1590 plus 285K PC. Okay, I've added that up onto the description below, but that's pretty good deal. But we're around 4.4 there, remember? Another one here, 4.2 with a 5090. I mean, what does it look like? Okay, it's a gaming CPU, half the RAM. I think we're a bit better in terms of creator PCs. That's that. 4.6 again, not as good. Zotac. Surely that's not 5090. Yeah, it's 5080. 5090 2.9 again, expensive. Expensive. 4.6 4 is that C5080. So what we're getting there is roughly around $1,000 off, unless you go for that one PC that I showed you over there. That's crazy from HP though. But not everything is very like upgradable there on the HP PC. It's a little bit more like on the shelf. You're not customizing it. But 5080. Is that 5090? 5090 4.8, but again, half the RAM, probably not as good. The ones that we put together would be a lot better. Ooh. Okay. I gotta add this as well. This is not a bad one. Core Ultra 9 285K 5090 Z890 2TB Gen 5 NVMe 64GB DDR5 1200 PSU 420mm RGB. So that's got to be, what type of a cooler is that in there? Okay. Maybe building yourself a PC is not worth it, but that's... Yeah, someone is saying that pre-builds are just a no-go unless you're gaming. You'll miss out on good storage, RAM, and things like that. Well, yeah, they don't tell us what speed the RAM is. Let's have a look. Do they actually tell us? 6,000. 2 terabytes Gen 5. Well, it's probably not. They don't actually tell you what stuff they're using inside though, do they? Anyway, I think if you're looking to build yourself one, you know, these are the ones you should go for. I'm going to add this in the description below as well. If you do want to actually buy this, these two, I'll leave them, because some people might just want a PC, you know, then you can just buy one for yourself. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for okay, let's get this questions. I meant, would 2 Intel Arc B580 heads 280 each be a better value for creators? Found that at Newegg. The thing is, Arc is not really designed for dual GPUs. I've asked Intel about it. Intel's like, it shouldn't really work. I mean, you can try, but I think their drivers, nothing really works on dual there. So that's that. Have I done a 265K build? Yes. Scroll back a little bit, then yes, you got it. I did do 265K build because it's just such a good price. So, okay. Thanks, guys, for watching, and check out other live streams if you haven't yet, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.